I don't care about the camera. Fuck the camera. Fuck your camera. Anyway, it's Tangy, so you already know. Let's get it. Okay, so I want to talk about lower vibratory things to avoid. So I'm gonna go right into it. The first thing is to avoid lower vibratory foods. Okay, this includes junk food. You know what I'm saying? This includes drinking soda, not drinking enough water, and overall just like not watching your diet. Okay, now one thing I want to clarify before I move forward is I'm not going to be the person to tell you don't eat meat. I'm not going to be that person. However, do consider the meat that you're eating and consider whether or not it's grass-fed or whether or not it's high in fat content or whether it's lean. Do consider those things because that goes into your body and it doesn't just go into your stomach. Like, you don't just eat food and then you get energy, straight energy from it, and then it leaves your body. Like, no, like that turns into who you are. So when you eat right, you think right. And that's one thing that I've noticed along my journey is that anytime that I clean up my diet or anytime that I'm, eating healthy for a long period of time, drinking alkaline water, you know what I'm saying, not taking in too many excess sugars. And what I noticed is that my energy is going up. My thoughts are, more clear. And I just feel overall better. I have less mucus and things of that nature. And overall, it's just something that I will continue to do for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect and that I don't, eat a bag of chips here or eat a cookie there. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing would to be just cut out all that bullshit, because it's bullshit. It's not good for you. Okay. So, the second thing that I wanted to talk on is PMO. Okay? Which is the P word, the M word, and the O word. I'm not saying it for YouTube's sake, okay? That's the only reason I'm not saying it, but I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about. Now, this definitely does apply for the fellas, okay? Now, as far as the benefits for women, like, I'm sorry, but I meditate, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm the most conscious person ever, okay? I'm not gonna say that I'm more conscious than the next person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to disseminate my information to y'all and things that I've learned. However, as a man, I'm gonna give better advice to males. You feel me? So I'm not as tapped in as some people say that they can recall past lives and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe one day I will be. But even if I were to find out that I was a female in past lives, that I came into, animated being, we'll say, as a female, this is 2020, and I'm a man, and I got a fangalang. You feel me? Like, I don't got a little bing-a-ling. I don't got a little bean, you know what I'm saying, to flick. I can't turn the dial, okay? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to carry a baby. I don't know what it's like to have cramps. I don't know what it's like to be on your period. I don't know none of that shit, okay? I'm a dude. I am a dude. So with that said, I'm just gonna say, like, any conscious ladies, like, just hop on here, you know what I'm saying, and give your advice to these ladies. You know what I'm saying? Give your list of benefits, because at the end of the day, like, semen retention only works for a man. Like women don't do semen retention because they don't produce semen. Semen contains testosterone, which is legitimately the life force energy behind manifestations, behind power, willpower, clarity, you know what I'm saying, and just overall contentness with life. And in my anytime that I go on the street, you know what I'm saying, things literally just come to me. You know what I'm saying? People talk about the law of attraction. Like, the law of attraction is legitimately real. you're attracting everything that's happening now. Even this video. You feel me? You're attracting everything that's in your room. You attracted the monitor that you're watching this video on, or the phone. You know what I'm saying? The laptop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The sounds that are coming out of my mouth, you're manifesting these things. Okay? Because you are me. Like, I'm not gonna go hella deep on this right now, because I can in another video. However, what I'm saying is that the semen retention provides a legitimate energy and a life force, and it gives you a sense of purpose. Now, the purpose isn't to just retain seed. Like, that's a very meek, low purpose, if you ask me. Okay? That's a very low purpose. Like, I mean, if that's your main purpose on earth, like, no. It will give you insight into what you should be doing. It will connect you with your higher self. It'll make things easier to connect with your higher self. So back to what I was saying with, like, the law of attraction. Like, literally, you're meant to attract things. Like, you literally attract things. For example, you could go on semen retention and then you meet a nice lady. You know what I'm saying? Or you go on semen retention and you find a better job opportunity. You know what I'm saying? These things can happen. And as long as you put your intent out into the universe and you know what you want, the universe is working to give that to you. It's like you literally place your order on motherfucking Amazon and that shit comes to you. Okay? Now, anything that comes up in your mind, you know what I'm saying, to block that, it's gonna block that. And it's gonna take longer for that thing to come. Okay? So, avoid PMO. Okay, anytime you're doing any of those three things, it's like shooting yourself in the foot. Okay. So, and side note, nocturnal emission does not count as a relapse. Like, that's you couldn't do anything about it. You couldn't do shit about it, legitimately. Like, that was not in your control. If you did have control over it, even if you were lucid dreaming. I mean, even if you were dreaming and then you became lucid and then you just like, damn, I'm doing this short. It might have already came out at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the physical, like, it might have already, came out. And it's like you don't feel nothing, but then it's like you wake up and then it's like, oh shit. Okay. God damn it. So yeah, don't let that be on your head or whatever. And so yeah, we covered PMO. We covered the food. Now, next thing I'm gonna say, is just smoking and drinking. Okay, what you smoke, it don't matter. At the end of the day, we were made to breathe air. Air comes into our lungs, gives us oxygen, and we breathe out carbon dioxide. I think that's how it works. I'm not a fucking scientist, but I think that's how that shit works, right? We weren't meant to be inhaling smoke. You know what I'm saying? Fresh baby lungs of a 20-year-old person, fresh baby lungs, pink as ever. Inhale some tobacco, they're gonna start coughing like shit. They inhale some weed, they're gonna start coughing like shit. Okay? It's just stimulation that you're adding on unnecessarily. Now you have to think about all of the stimulation that your mind is already getting. You got video games, you got movies and Netflix, you know what I'm saying? You have your job, you have people that you're talking to, and then you also have, just contemplation of the past and of the future, which creates anxiety, fear, doubt, and all these other sorts of lower vibratory emotions. Okay? So when you're stuck in the past, you know what I'm saying, that's going to wind up bringing up doubt, saying like, oh, this happened before, so when this happens, if I don't do this a certain way, then it's not going to go, how I want it to, or things like that. That's a blockage to your blessings. And then when you're thinking about the future too much, you're thinking about all of the possibilities instead of just seeing what can actually happen. Fear isn't even really what you think it is. Like, fear is just the unknown. Like, anytime you're afraid of something, it's just because you don't know what's going to happen. And that's fine. You have to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? If you let yourself be controlled by fear, then, like, what are you going to do? Like, you're never going to do anything. You're just going to be paralyzed. And people can get paralyzed by fear and depression on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to understand that your level of consciousness is all that you think that there is. You watching this video right now, like, you, bro. Like, you think that everything in your room or everything on the bus, wherever you at, I don't give a fuck where you at, you think that everything around you, all the things that happened before, all the things that you think are going to happen, that all of that stuff is real, and that's you. You know what I'm saying? You have to expand your awareness. Raising your consciousness basically is the practice of expanding your awareness. So, for example, let's say you have a low vibratory person and you have a high vibratory person. Not to say that one is better than the other, but let's just say that you have these two people. The one that's in the low vibratory state, they feel that their consciousness is, you know, that's all that they know. What their consciousness and all the things that they're manifesting, their ego, also plays a role into this, but they think that everything that is around them, that's all that there is, including the thoughts, actions, and emotions. Now, when you take the high vibratory person, they're in this same bubble, right? But their consciousness, their awareness expands so that they're able to see more possibility. You know what I'm saying? They're able to manifest more. They're able to feel more contentness. Why is that? It's because when you expand your awareness, and when you expand your awareness, you're bringing different new perspectives into your own, because that's all life is. Like, it's straight up perspective. You know what I mean? Like, two people can look at the same thing and one can feel one way, one can feel another way. That's just the perspective. So if you expand your awareness, expand your perspective, you know what I'm saying, on things, then you'll be able to tap into a lot more than you are now. For example, if you think that you want to go join the NBA, right? Like, you don't know how to shoot the ball. You don't know none of that shit. What you got to realize is that like LeBron James was not born shooting fucking threes. That nigga was not born shooting threes. Like, he had to go through a lot of pain and training to be able to develop his skill set to be able to throw them threes like a motherfucker. And now he gets paid, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, millions, trillions. Okay? Like, that's the thing. Just be aware of how unaware you are. Like, for example, I know this whole video, you've just been listening to me. You have not paid attention to your breath at all. And as soon as I say that, your attention goes to it. Like, yeah, I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? I feel my skin. You know what I'm saying? My hair is in front of my face. You know what I'm saying? When you expand your awareness, it allows you to get to a state of contentness. Now, I'm going to insert an image on the screen right here. And what this image is it's basically the way to raise your vibration. Okay, so all of this stuff at the bottom, right? All of this stuff that is under contentness or acceptance, I think is what's there. All of that stuff that's under is the programming. That's all the social conditioning. That's not who you are. Okay. The things that are above that is where you're trying to get at. Right? Now, the thing is, you have to move into a state of acceptance first. Because if you can't accept that you're feeling anger, you can't accept that you're feeling envy, lust, sadness, these things, you won't be able to even ascend, because you're not dealing with the lower vibratory emotions that are there now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of trauma and a lot of things that is in your mind that just got you fucked up. And it's not, and I'm here to tell you that it's not your fault. I'm here to tell you that it's definitely not your fault. Like, that's not who you are. You were conditioned to be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you were to remove all the conditioning, you would be at a level of contentness as default, because it's right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And then you would just feel lower vibratory emotions, you would feel higher vibratory emotions, and you would tend to lean towards the higher vibratory emotions. You know what I'm saying? And overall, you would be raising your consciousness, as they say. Raising your consciousness is just moving more towards light, love, and positivity. You can't just, it's not something that you get to. You have to remove baggage to become an open vessel to receive the higher vibratory things, and to have those things be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that is who you are. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, yeah, you are the most motherfucking amazingest, most beautiful, most attractive being that you can be right now. However, there's things that we all do. There's all, vices and things that we grip onto, and things that we're attached to that we shouldn't be. And when you let go of the attachment to these things, and you let go of the resistance, then the things that you truly want will come to you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even really know what you want until you get rid of this baggage. Because all of the baggage was just given to you the same way that your thoughts are just given to you. Like, bro, where do my thoughts come from? I don't know where my thoughts come from. I don't know where they manifest from. Can you tell me that, please? Because even if you do say, like, the universal intelligence, or, like, the Akashic records or whatever, bro, like, that shit is not tangible. Like, I will 100% agree with you on that, right? But the thing is, it's not something like your thoughts. Just they may as well be coming out of thin air, for the best way to say it, I guess. There's, they just come out of nowhere. And when they're coming out of nowhere, you don't know where they're coming from. It gets filtered through your brain, and your brain is, being stimulated with all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Porn. I said it. M and O. Video games. You know what I'm saying? Anticipation. And it's like you're literally creating blockages for yourself. Like, this is what people have to realize, is that they're doing it to themselves. Okay? The real enemy, the biggest enemy is yourself and life. Okay? But, do give atonement to the fact that yourself has been fucked up by this world. You know what I'm saying? That's true. Your life is, you've been fucked up. And it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? You've been put through all this trauma. You know what I'm saying? Shit that happened to you when you were younger. You know what I'm saying? People being in a low vibration themselves, and then putting that energy onto you. It gets fed into your mind, and then you're just like, fuck. And then you continue on being depressed and things like this, and you don't know why. It's because you don't know why. But when you go inside and you start to break down and let all of these things surface and move through them, through things like meditation, self-inquiry, shadow work, you know what I'm saying? These things will come up to the surface, and then you can let them go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna make this video like much longer now. I got a video coming on meditation soon, and it's just gonna be like straight up on meditation, straight up telling you like some advice, some tips that, if in case you're having doubts about meditation and its benefits, that video is going to be there soon for you to watch and just, gain some insight, and hopefully be able to take the information and incorporate it. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is knowledge. Action is action. People want action. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want action, my nigga. So yeah. Spread light, love, and positivity. If you're not spreading light, love, and positivity, then start doing so, or I'm not fucking with you ever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, get on your purpose. Keep doing the things that you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Move forward. Keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? One step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, 5 steps forward, 3 steps back. Keep going forward. It's just always forward. Just remember, this shit not a straight line, bro. This shit go like this. You know what I'm saying? It might even go like this. But you gotta get back up. It's not about how many times. It's not about how hard you can hit. You know what I'm saying? It's about how many times you can Can't hit. Can't fucking move forward. Keep moving forward. You're. Alright. It's Tangy, so I'm out. Peace.